Hi, you're listening to the My Body, My Story podcast.
Enjoy each day, go and live your life. Have lots of fun and realise you are beautiful inside and out. You are so beautiful, even if you weren't told.
This is the 45 over 45 chapter, where we celebrate rule breakers and role models, the women who inspire us to live life our way and to show their sensuality, beauty, soul, and true essence. Here we talk about what it's like to be 45 plus, adjusting to the changes that come with time, and we'll listen to the stories of our participants. If you have an interesting story to share, we'd love for you to participate. You can email us on info@alexandrawalker.com, and that's Alexandra spelled with a KS, or visit our website alexandrawalker.com.
Hi Sarah, welcome to our studio and welcome to the project. And while you're sitting in the makeup chair and Chitra is doing makeup for you, I'll be asking you a few questions. And tell us a bit about yourself.
Thank you so much, Alexandra. I come from northern New South Wales and I come from a large family. We weren't farmers, but we had a hobby farm, and so I grew up in the countryside. And most of my siblings are older. I come from a musical family.
Wow.
Yes, so I learnt classical piano as a young person. I don't touch it much now, but I have now learnt to sing as an adult. So I love singing. That's my relaxation.
Oh, that's wonderful. So how was your life at this farm style? What did you do when you were...
Life was good. We rode horses, not professionally, but we had some horses and some cattle and dogs and cats and birds and chickens and one milking cow. It was great. We had a creek, so we swam in that. So it was very different to a lot of my friends who I grew up with. The only thing is it was a little bit isolated. So I'm a very social person and I love to chat. So it was a little hard for me for those 10 years in that respect, but it was great as well.
So where did you move to from that place?
So after I was raised in northern New South Wales, I came to Sydney. I followed my siblings because the work opportunities are very limited in the countryside. Yes. So.
Excellent. So what are you most passionate about?
It's a good question. A lot of things. I definitely believe in humanitarianism, helping people, supporting others, and also animals and their rights. I love the animal kingdom as well. I love music, creativity, colour, travel, and I believe that women finding their happiness, finding their peace, and enjoying their life. I think that's a big passion of mine as well.
So you mentioned that you sing now. Where do you sing? Just for yourself, or you have any performances?
I've been fortunate to be utilising the open mics. There's a lot of them around Sydney, and 3 years ago I made myself walk in alone to a club and just get to meet people and talk to them and start singing, and they built me up from there. So I've really built my confidence up with that.
And what is an open mic?
Open mic is a setup where you don't pay anything. You go to these clubs, you put your name down, you register to sing about 2 songs, and they have a band there that can play hundreds of songs. So the band are professionals and they give you that opportunity to sing. Usually you email a week ahead.
Do you have to show your work at the first place before they approve you, or just anyone can do that?
You know what? You don't. That's the beauty of it, Alexandra. And they take you, accept you as you are.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes.
So anyone, even without voice, can do that if they want to try it.
They can try it depending on the club. I mean, some clubs are probably a bit more strict, and it's up from karaoke. It's not, it's different. So the band members are very, yes, professional and ready for lots of different types of music, yes.
That's interesting. And let's talk about changes with age. Everybody knows that we change with age, but what positive changes? You haven't mentioned how old you are, so obviously because it's a 45 plus project.
Yes. I'm 53.
53,
Yes.
so at 53, what positive change are you experiencing?
Positive change I've noticed with me is that I don't care what people think of me so much anymore. Yes. That's a big one for your health.
Very important.
Very important. I don't get flustered so much over what people say or do or how they view me. So I think that's critical, yes.
And what is the biggest challenge for this age, for you?
The biggest challenge is, I think for me, is just the physical changes, like eyesight and things like that. Movement, balance, making sure you're fit, exercise, and keeping your body healthy and well.
Have you noticed some differences, your movements are limited or your energy is less than it used to be? Or what are the limitations? What are the physical limitations you notice?
Definitely, I think, compared to 43, a bit of arthritis. And, with menopause and things like that, there's weight gain and, mood swings, I guess. So it's about learning how to manage all those things.
Yeah.
And keeping everything in check and just growing, maturing, growing older gracefully and not beating yourself up, which is easy to do, especially for us ladies.
So if you would describe your greatest accomplishment, what it would be so far?
Wow. Okay. I have worked in the community sector as a disability age support worker. So I did that for almost 20 years on and off, and I feel good because I wasn't contributing out of my ego, but I was, doing it because I can work with people and, I can help people that are vulnerable. So I think that's a big achievement.
Big thing, yes.
It's not an easy industry to be in. It's not the easiest kind of work, but with its challenges, I was able to achieve that, yes, help a lot of people.
Yeah, it's very rewarding, I suppose. So you mentioned about that you don't feel like 43, and if we go even further back in time and imagine that you meet your 30-year-old self, and what advice would you give her, your 30-year-old self?
I would say, stop worrying, kid. Enjoy each day, go and live your life. Have lots of fun and realise you are beautiful inside and out. You are so beautiful, even if you weren't told.
We all need that. At 30, somebody tells us that, yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a strange age. Like, if I remember myself and the 30-year-old self, it looks like it's your prime, or coming to the prime. And I feel like for most of the women, it's the time for the biggest insecurity in their life. I don't know why. somehow the mark of 30 years. And it takes another 10 to 20 years just to realize that you were beautiful and your body was great and nothing was wrong with you. Just everything is in our head. And talking about this body image, where do you think this idea of perfect body comes from, and what is it for you, a perfect body?
I think the pressure is heavy on women, yes. I think it comes from partly media. A lot of it probably comes from media, different forms, magazines, television, advertising. And I think females are always trying to live up to that, some women. So yeah, there's a lot of pressure there. The idea of a perfect body for me is a woman who is confident, who feels beautiful, naturally. So, you know, it's not about wearing skimpy clothes or having perfectly long hair or long legs or being a certain hair colour. It's about being beautiful from the inside and it resonating out.
Mm-hmm. And what does it mean to you, feeling good and looking good? What comes first?
Feeling good, definitely at this age.
At this age, yeah.
Yeah, looking good's not as big a priority. I mean, like at 30 it was, but now it's, yeah, definitely feeling good, comfortable in your own skin, yes.
And what makes you feel the most beautiful?
I think when I'm making my own decisions, I'm not pleasing everybody, as ladies can do. We get into those situations. So being strong, being certain about my ideas, and not letting anybody control my life or put me down. That makes me feel beautiful.
It's very nice. And what advice would you give younger women who will eventually reach this age and undergo the changes? What would you say to them?
I say to them, focus on your own happiness, your own self, and life is not all about pleasing your partner or making everyone else happy. You know, learn to be strong and navigate your own journey. You get this one chance, you know, and the years get away.
Yeah.
They really get away. So
don't lose time.
Lose time and enjoy nature and, you know, go easy on yourself.
Yeah, that's a good one. And do you have any favorite quote or saying or maybe a thought about being a woman?
There was one about eat the cake anyway. Enjoy the pavlova. Forget the calories. Something like that, you know. Have the cake and the coffee. Eat the ice cream. Stop measuring your waist. As we do.
If we could do that, like guilty-free and without gaining weight, I think everyone would do that.
Wouldn't that be an ideal way to live?
Yeah.
So enjoy yourself, yeah.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts and joining our project. I hope you will enjoy the rest of the day in the photo shoot. And welcome to the project again.
Thank you, Alexandra. It's lovely to be here. I'm enjoying it very much so far. Thank you.
If you have an interesting story to share, we'd love for you to participate. You can email us on info@alexandrawalker.com, and that's Alexandra spelled with a KS, or visit our website alexandrawalker.com.